Why hasn't the Department of Drug and Administration and the FBI released Jagaban's record as directed by the court? What you are about to find out will blow your mind. It is mind-blowing. Watch the video to the end. You will be shocked as a Nigerian and non-Nigerian. This story starts when Alan Greenspan and David Hindoin, they filed Freedom of Information request asking the U.S. court to mandate the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration to compel them to release Jagaban record. This record, where we say it start, the judge in February this year blasted the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration. Say, look, all the excuses that you guys have presented to try not to release this report. I am tired. You must release this report. This is America, where we have rule of law. After that one, a lot of people consider, look, the judge then gave them 90 days. Say on the 1st of June, 2026, you must release this report. The Department of Drug and Administration and the FBI, there is no if, there is no but. You must release this report, this Tinubu's criminal record that people is talking about today. Release it. Now, let us go back to the beginning for you to understand what we are talking about. Everything started between 1980s to 1993. Jagaban was operating in Chicago. Remember, Chicago is rife with drug dealings in America. Authorities noticed on some suspicious transaction in bank account linked to Jagaban. They decided to investigate. They called Jagaban and said, Jagaban, this $460,000 in your account, where you foresee this money? Jagaban no fit explain her. When no fit explain her, the case was resolved as a civil forfeit case. So Jagaban could say, okay, since I cannot really explain, you guys can take the money. I forfeit the money to you. The issue faded from the public domain. Nobody hear about it. It now resurfaced in 2022 to 2023, when it became clear that Jagaban was going to be the APC's presidential flag bearer. David Hindoin and Alan Greenspan, they filed a Freedom of Information request asking the court to mandate the FBI and the Department of Drug and Administration to release Jagaban's criminal record. Jagaban rushed. No, don't release the report. If you release the report, it will damage my chances of becoming the president of Nigeria. Don't release it. I am not saying that I have anything to hide, but wait, after the election, you can release it. After the election finish, Jagaban team rush, they go court again. Don't release it. He's the president of Nigeria. If you release it, there are reputational damage and there are damages to the Nigerian state. Jagaban don't spend a lot of time in court. Instead of focusing on governance, he's being distracted, spending state resources to defend this case in court. When all these things can't happen, the judge don't see and say, look, I am tired of all these excuses. And I gave that order, say, there's no if, there's no but, you must release that. We won't tell you the reason why they're not releasing that. This, we are talking about the United States of America, a country that is supposed to be a beacon of the rule of law and democratic value. A judge mandated the FBI that you must release this document by on the 1st of June 2026. What is today's date? Where is the report? It's not been released. Why? Now wait till one unlock. And you go there shocked as a Nigerian why they never release her. When the first reason the FBI gave, the FBI said when they asked them, they use what they call glamour response. That is the official ways security agencies will say we neither confirm or deny this information. They say, do you have nuclear weapon? They say, we neither confirm or deny. We keep you guessing. In diplomacy, they call that strategic ambiguity, to keep your enemy guessing. Now, the judiciary, despite all these things, this is being interpreted by different experts that why is it that this one, despite the fact that a judge in America, they not release and you go, they're shocked when you find out why this criminal record they talk, why they not release them for America. For those who do not understand the way the United States work, there is separation of power. There are three arms of government. You have the executive, which is headed by the president. You have the Congress, which is headed by the speaker and the majority leader of Senate. And you have the judiciary, which is headed by Justice Robert. So there are independent institutions. One not senior one, they are all operating independently. Because a lot of Nigerians go, they wonder, say, why Trump never ordered them, but they release her. Trump cannot do it, but there are things, there are nuances that are at play we want to explain to you. Now, what is the next action before we give you the bomb? The next action now, the two people that applied for this freedom of information, they will have to return back to court, and the FBI and DEA will have to give the judge a reason why the order that the judge gave has not been adhered to. That is another option. And the court may now decide to look at other options to compel the FBI and the DEA to release the report. The question that you should be asking right now, why they never release them? And we're going to explain that to you. And you go, they're shocked when you find out why they not release them. Now, this issue, it is affecting Nigerians' reputation. Now, the president of Nigeria, they talk, say, they link to drug dealing in the past. Investors may be wary of wanting to come and invest in a country where the president is seen as having hands in shady deal. FBI don't give different excuses. They say, oh, Tinubu has a right to privacy. They rejected the request on that, but the judge said, no, it is a freedom of information request that was filed and you have no option to comply with it. Now, the question on the minds of everybody is, why is the disclosure being resisted if there is nothing to hide? As I did here now, if the UK Metropolitan Police say, Frank, we need to see your record. I'll say, guy, I'm not getting anything to hide. See him. The president has spent lots of time, resources, energy, trying to fight to make sure that this report is not made to the public domain. Now, the question you should ask yourself is, if the man not get anything to hide, why he don't fight tooth and nail to prevent this report from being made public? You let me know what you do. This is what a lot of people are suspecting. There was a report that Jagaban is the CIA asset. It shocked you? Now, this is why a lot of people are now putting two to two to say, look, it looks like the reason why the Americans never want to release them now because Jagaban and their assets. Now, assuming, because there is no other logical explanation to try understand why in America, a country that prides itself on the rule of law, a judge issued a directive, and up to today, FBI and DEA never released it. Even Jeffrey Epstein's case, as strong as it is, they released it. But this one, now something we say is strong. That is why a lot of people are now believing that there is something that is going on here. Say the Americans, it appears that they try to shield Jagaban. And let's assume for 1 minute, say, now, yes, Jagaban, as it was reported, that CIA agent. Now, what is the impact on Nigerians if our president is an agent of a foreign government? Say that president, is he going to act in the national interest of Nigerians or the national interest of that foreign countries where we say the president and their agent? And the question where you could ask yourself, Nigeria's sovereignty could appear weakened. A foreign government possess leverage over the president. It be like say they get something, they get like say somebody know your secret and they use that thing blackmail. Say if you just do that thing, I go turn up the tap. Make sure say you give me what you find. It go they control you. And that person, you they act in the interest of that person, not in the true interest of the Nigerian people. That's number one. Sensitive national decision may face question about whose interests are being protected. Is the president really acting in the best interest of the ordinary Nigerians, the Nigerian people, or the foreign powers? Public confidence in government could decline significantly. International negotiation may be viewed through the lens of potential foreign influence. Political opponents could use the issue to challenge the government's legitimacy. Say, who you they work for? Now, Nigeria, they work for, I've been a foreign agent. How could this affect presidential judgment? Now, another issue where you go ask yourself be that. The president may avoid policies that could provoke foreign countries holding the information about him. National security decisions could be influenced by personal political survival concern. The man they fight to survive because he knows say the people will be say they get sensitive information on that they control her. Say, Baba, take that. Foreign policy choices might prioritize maintaining favorable relationship over Nigeria's strategic interests. The president could become more vulnerable to diplomatic pressure during major negotiation. Long-term national interests may risk being subordinated to manage personal political risk and survival as well. The impact of having a president who does not want his record to be released if he has nothing to hide. Number one, raises public suspicion. Citizens may begin to question what information is being withheld from them. Damage government transparency. Resistance to disclosure can create perception of secrecy in government. Weaken presidential credibility. Critics may argue that action speaks louder than voice. Fuels political controversy. The issue can dominate public debate and distract from government. Instead of government to focus on improving the lives of the people, the government is distracted at a time when Nigeria is beset by unlimited problems. The president, they fight now to make sure see their record, they know keep become the public. So we're in focus there. So now to the welfare of the people or to make sure see that record not released. That distraction, they have an impact. Maybe now they responsible for the buying where they have a president now. You don't focus now, may not release this election, may not release the record because election they come, you go damage and come out the eye for what he's supposed to do. Encourages rumor and speculation. The longer record remain hidden, the more speculation and rumor may spread about that. Now, the question where I want to make you ask yourself, if Mr. Jagaban has nothing to hide, as he claims, why has he spent millions, unlimited time, fighting assiduously to make sure that his record is never made, it's never disclosed to the public? He is a public servant, and therefore the Nigerian people deserve to know what is in their president's record so that they can use that information to judge. If he doesn't have anything to hide, why is he fighting? And the question that you should ask yourself as a Nigerian watching this now, America is the land of rule of law, or that is what we were made to believe. Why is it that a judge has made an order and till today the record has not been made public despite the judge order? This is the question. Let me know what your views are in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you watch me on Facebook or Instagram, head to my YouTube channel, Frank AZ Network, go and subscribe. Now, only we Nigerians will save our country, and all of us have a role to use whatever platform, whatever opportunities we have to advocate for a better Nigeria. Nobody will come change Nigeria. Now we will change Nigeria. Peace and love.